The perfect Battlegrounds deck is, of course, impossible. Who you put in your deck depends entirely on your roster, your preferences, and the nodes. But what if we really wanted to play Basement Dweller Pretend Times? What if you had every champion and the tools to rank and sig them up, and the current Battlegrounds meta was plainer than my Nando's order? No nodes, no complications, just raw firepower. What does that perfect deck look like? Important disclaimer. As I am the High Overlord of all wisdom and knowledge in MCOC and indeed the universe, the roster I am going to present today is obviously objectively correct in every single way, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Moving on. MCOC's 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, except much less cool. Offensive kits that are a threat to Western democracy, and defensive kits best summarized as no. As far as I'm concerned, these are non-negotiable. You're going to spot a common theme throughout this video. At this point, Battlegrounds is essentially just a cursed cesspit of cancers and cures, so we should be able to fill our 30 slots by the time we've accounted for all the bullshit in today's meta. Dark Phoenix, as we've already established on this channel, is the defender of choice for sadists with more money than sense, and if you're caught without a counter to Maestro, then it's like trying to break solid steel with a paintbrush. And even if your opponent does secure a counter to either, then happy hunting any unfortunate tech defenders that stand in your way. Spiral is on Serpent and Dark Phoenix duty, Shathra is just about the only bug people want to see in their Battlegrounds experience, and I'm not even going to talk about Nico Minoru's kit, because she's a goth girl with self-harm literally built into her abilities. Clearly, someone at Kabam has a sense of humour. The only thing more guaranteed than Bullseye's critical hits is my loathing for the person who designed him. I am personally in favour of public execution, followed by the donation of his brain to science for further research into the psyche of insufferable arseholes. I always get a profound sense of smugness from any person who uses Stark-enhanced Spider-Man against me. For some reason, I can just hear them saying, "Well, I did these super hard challenges to get this one champion, so I'm much better than you, and I'm using a champion from 2017, so I know much more about the game than you, na 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 na." Okay, I think I need to cool it. Okoye is here to bald-headedly demonize anyone who isn't bleed and shock immune, and Mr. Sinister, besides being a phenomenal dual threat, is here for bullying purposes.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's gone.
Like father, like similarly disgusting offspring. It would be a shame to separate them. Jean Grey really is the Swiss army knife of this deck. Defender, but also a Elena Belova, Bullseye, Atuma, Nick Fury, and Korg Nuke. Plus, she's a handy replacement of nega-damage teenage midhead, who I just couldn't bring myself to include here. Tigra certainly has the highest skill cap of any champion in this deck, so feel free to remove her for your own deck if you just can't be asked, or suck at the game. I feel bad for you though, because you're losing one hell of a champion. These two are here for obvious reasons, while this precious little angel has a very important role to play indeed.
I don't give a fuck, God sent me to piss the world off.
The mechanized Teletubby fits right into this deck as a menace to society on defense, but what's more interesting is the supernova I have added alongside him. Firstly, we need to properly address, once and for all, whatever the fuck was going on in the VFX department when they signed off on this champion. I'm all for a bit of self-aggrandizing narcissism in art, but this vibrant setting makes me want to gouge my eyes out. That and the fashion is a crime even to a British person, but none of this can take away from the fact that Karolina Dean is the Hyperion of the future. She may be new, but her damage is undeniable. Beyond that, her playstyle with the sun mechanic allows her to take advantage of passive AI, and her glancing ability while blocking special attacks makes her an incredibly versatile nuke against some of the most problematic defenders you may encounter on your journey through Battlegrounds. This video is already so sweaty, I can practically see it oozing out of the screen at this point, but can we get even sweatier? Nick Fury is here as a powerful dual threat when paired with Deep Wounds, and he remains a pain in the ass without a proper counter even 6 years after launch at the 7-star rank 3 or rank 4 level. It's good to give people a bit of a blast of nostalgia before their hopes and dreams are ended by a single light-ending combo. As for Juggernaut, well, I don't think I need to explain this. Lady Luck is on our side, as is every tool we'll ever need to make sure she never tries anything nasty to us. Jack-o'-lantern not only wipes out Domino, but the rest of the mutant class in one fell swoop. Shocker is here to shock the opponent. And Red Skull also serves as a handy dual threat. And now, just for some finishing touches. Mantis is here just to save me from my crippling phobia of Photon, Crossbones does the same besides being generally ridiculous, and plus, when one is 2 Nazis deep, then you might as well commit. And Kushala is here also. To be honest, I forgot I lumped the Terrorist and Deathless Thanos into the first segment, and now I don't have anywhere else to add her neatly, so she's down here, I guess. Deal with it. And that's it. 30 champions to beat them all. Give this deck to me and I'd still find a way to miss out on Celestial, but give it to Barrowman and, well, he'd do what he always does.